Hey everybody, Dr. Ette here, and we are live with Even the Ocean. Okay, so Even the Ocean is another indie title that kind of is like that 8-bit looking action adventure-y with a deep background story going on. In this case, you are playing as Aliph, a lowly power plant technician who works for a city. In this case, her life is turned upside down after some routine maintenance becomes a little bit less routine and some crazy shit starts to happen. In this case, forewarning, I know this is going to be a largely story-based game, and I'm not sure how deep we're going to be getting into it, if we're going to do a series out of it. Who the hell knows? But I want to talk about what the game does right for now. One thing I kind of don't like is it doesn't seem to want to play with my monitor size, and it's the standard monitor, 1920 by 1080. The options are a little bit weird. You get proportional scaling, and this is just it at max. If I go stretched, it kind of looks a little weird, but maybe that might be doable if it doesn't look too bad. So you definitely have some options. Actually, we might just go with stretched for now. One thing, though, that I love for sure that it does is its new game options. In this case, like it says, I played for about 15 minutes in gauntlet mode just to get the feeling for the game. But, yes, I would love to use File 1. It gives you so many ways to play the game. Like in this case, you can play warp, which, go figure. You can warp to any point, any level in the game, and just start from there. It's just a cool way to do it. Right from the get-go, you can do it that way. There's a gauntlet mode where you can only play in the power plant levels, where that's just going to be the actual platforming part of the game. So if you don't really care too much about the story, you just want to enjoy the platforming, that's your spiel. Same thing. If you just want to enjoy what's happening in the story, there's like a mode for every kind of gamer here, which is great. I really love that. But of course, we're going to deal with the mode they probably want you to play. The full game. Please note, once you decided, you cannot change it. So pretty much you're committed at this point. Also, I find the controls, at least for inputs, are a little bit weird, but it's definitely easy to deal with. There we go. This would be the part where they say, are you sure you wanna, these are the settings you want? Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Just tweak these anytime, toggling the menus. Cool. Oh, hello there, human. You came to play the story called Even the Ocean, didn't you? I did promise to tell it. So I will. To as many humans as possible. The world of even the ocean will be familiar to you in many ways. There are continents and oceans and lakes and rivers and all manner of other plants and creatures, as there are on your own Earth. However, integral to this world and this story are the two polarized energy types that infuse all matter. Some call them dark and light. Others refer to them by their hues of purple and green. An occasional few use the mathematically derived X and Y. At varying scales, all systems are affected by their energy alignment. The proportion of one's energy type to the other contained within the system. Dark energy is strongly associated with horizontal motion. Light with vertical. The greater the disparity, the stronger these effects are manifest in the system. A prime example of this is Whiteforge City. Whiteforge City is the most concentrated hub of human activity in this world. Its extraordinary, gravity-defying architecture is a testament to mankind's ability to wield energy alignments on a massive scale. For this, it is sometimes called the Grand City of Light Energy. Dotting the continent at varying distances from Whiteforge are power plants that serve to distill or isolate the energy types into the extreme concentration for human use. Our story begins at one such power plant located in the Fey Rogue region. Here we'll meet Aliph, a newly hired power plant tech who's been sent to the Fey Rogue plant for routine maintenance along with senior technician Cassidy. There we go. So again, it's just going to be told through a storybook, which is kind of a neat idea. I know it's been done before quite a few times, but I like it. It's just an enjoyable trope for me. So Act 1, Aliph's first assignment. Like in our little spacesuits. Hey, rookie, what are you taking, a nap? Sorry, just resting my eyes. I feel like I'm getting a migraine. Something's not right in there today. It just feels, tense or something. Yeah, I know what you mean. Do ya? I grew up near here, actually. I was kind of glad to get this as my first assignment, since I'm familiar with the area. I used to sneak into the plant as a kid and look for the machinery that I'd read about in my copy of Large-Scale Energy Management, Standards and Procedures. Although I guess I shouldn't tell you about the sneaking part. Right. Well, there's no more time for sitting around. We've got a power plant to fix. Ugh. 5 minutes on the job and I'm already embarrassing myself. Well, never mind. I just need to focus on work today. Cassidy will be okay with me if I can do the work. Also, as far as the actual, like, the character models are concerned, I kind of really dig the aesthetic, but I'm not sure if I like the I'm going to say this in very slight terms, the slightly higher res portrait versions of them. I don't know, I just don't find the aesthetics on that too good. In this case, you're going to be getting your basic controls, A to jump, pretty standard. Of course, minor platforming, jump off thing to get on things, easy peasy. When a blank appears, you can hit B or X to interact. You may jump up through thin ledge-like surfaces and then land on top of them. You can also drop below them by holding the down button. Thanks, man. There we go. This is showing you, it's basically your traditional platformer. If you can figure this out, you've played games like this so many times before. This is, okay, save point, yada, yada, yada. In this case, it does it on its own. Does it on its own. Just boom. Walk on by, it'll autosave. It's not a one-time use or anything like that. You can go on back and do that, whenever. This is the sap pad. Stand on top and it'll transfer your energy via cable to other mechanisms. In this case, we need to send purple energy to open this purple door. Losing purple energy effectively shifts your ballast towards the green, or light. That's why the surface of the sap pad is colored green. Don't worry your little head though. The suit will do all the energy and do all the work. You'll stay totally safe and balanced. Go ahead, try this one out. Good. I'll be up ahead. Okay, bye, Cassidy. Miss you. Don't know why you book ahead of me, but it's okay. And you're going to see an interaction with these plants. In this case, right now we're in a suit. It's not doing anything. We just crush these. But as you can see just by the color, it's the light and dark energy thing again. It's going to be shifting it, changing what your focus is, what you're more drawn towards at that perfect time. So, like they said, verticality and horizontal. Whoa, what was that? It sounded like a huge lightning strike. Maybe an explosion? I'd better be careful. Basically, you got the stuff that makes you go horizontal. You can run fast. Vertical, you can jump high. It's pretty straightforward. It's a neat system, but... Aliph! Oh, shit. Get off the bridge. Oh, shit. We tried. I tried to get off that bridge. Did my best. I walked casually forward. What happened? My suit is damaged? Cassidy, are you alright? No. You're... Cassidy. Rip. Okay, when that appears over here, you can pick a thing up. My suit is a wreck. Even the radio's busted. There'll be too much to lose. In the power plant. It'll be dangerous too, but if I take this and strap this, I think this will work. Aliph salvages the chest piece of her suit to create a shield that defends against various forms of energy. To help you learn how to play this game, I'll occasionally offer some instruction pages. You can inspect immediately or visit later. Remember, you can check the menu on the button. Basically, wherever you're pointing, it'll be fine. Yep. So basically, you can do that in whatever direction as long as you're holding one of those inputs. The shield will stay the same. Same thing. Above you, below you, the works. Cassidy, I'm sorry. Not your fault, girl. Don't worry about it. I was gonna say, we have to deal with the hazards on our own. Pod plants can't do things. Don't worry about it. Like I said, all these things will yada yada change it back. Your meter, as you'll see when I hit this plant, will shift. As long as you don't hit the end, you're fine, but once you reach too much concentration on one side, kind of SOL. But look at how fast we can run with all this horizontal energy, though. But yeah, generally you'll want to balance it if you're concerned. But that's also why I think speedrunning in this game might actually be kind of cool for the speedrunning crowd, because you can min-max. You can know the levels to the point where you'll know when jumping or having like the verticality will be more important to you than the movement speed, and you know, you're going to be riding that line because the closer you are to dying, well, the better it is for you. Let's see. Oh yeah, have you ever played a platformer before? Because I will show you this thing where you can just wall jump. That. I know, crazy concept, never been done before, but easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that, sorry guys. It's just gonna say bounce back off the wall. Same thing, careful with plants. If you hit them, bad things happen. Hey, this cave is attached to the power plant. And I'm pretty close to the core. With my suit's radio broken, my best bet is to do some quick repairs on the core and then use the station's high-powered radio to call for help from Whiteforge City. There we go, and as we blaze a trail through this thing. Oh yeah, up here, these little green things right above me here, that's basically a mini-map showing you where you are in the world. So right now, first big room, you gotta get to last little room. We will make our way down. It's not gonna be to scale or anything like we saw earlier. We didn't see this part, so. Now, crazy concept, just like the flowers, curtains of things will have a similar effect on our body. So, curtain of fog, you gotta see if your meter's okay enough to get you through, because especially where there's longer and more dense versions of that cloud, you gotta be very careful. But no, platforming is pretty basic. I would say it's generally responsive. I am using an Xbox One controller though, so not sure how well it works with the 360 or PS3 or PS4, but should be fine. In this case, you can use the analog or D-pad, whatever you prefer. Personally, I've always been an analog guy. Weirdly enough, I don't think the D-pads on these controllers are that great. See nothing over here? Did we just go on out this door? There we go. The same thing. And they're also very generous with checkpointing. But yeah, now that we don't have our suit providing us with the power to do just that, we have to get them from our body supply. So, we're gonna have to use some of the flowers more strategically, all the works really. It hasn't been a challenge yet, but I haven't gotten deep into the game, so it could very well have a steep learning curve. Same thing, since we've locked it in, unless we run into it like an idiot like that, or drop on top of it, we'll be fine with whatever hits us there, because the shield will stay whatever way you drop it in like that. Same thing, try to thread the needle. If not, you have other plants to balance it out over here. Just like that. You hit one, if you hit the other one, you're A-okay. Same thing, especially in areas like this where you're going to be surrounded by it for a little bit longer. Sometimes it's worth it to balance it out. And like I said, I'm not really too keen on caring about speedruns or anything in that nature. So chances are, especially with me, you'll just see me trying to keep the meter roughly in the middle. Because, you know, I'm near the core control room. It's offline as expected, but I should be able to fix this place up and contact Whiteforge. Looks like some of the delicate crystal lenses have been fried. I'll need to place the proper type of crystal lens into those receptors with the pink lasers. I can get the crystal lenses from these dispensers on the ground, but if they hit any energy concentration, it'll shatter. Yeah, so basically, you want to interact with these things. In this case, there's one on the ground right below me. You pick it up, and you got this nice bouncy ball. If that ball hits any of the flowers or any source of energy, it just goes pop. What you want to do, line it up with one of these boys, plug it in, and you basically got to do that for the whole room. And again, this is the map that we were looking at earlier. We're at the end of the hall now. So there we go. That also opened this door here for us. So same thing. Like I said, the ball hits a flower or anything, as you will see in just a moment. Crap. So basically, that's what the platforming is going to be largely about. Keeping that ball away from these things. It's only a little annoying. There you go, drop that one down in there. Same thing, it didn't get hit there, I got hit, it doesn't matter. I'll take like the energy hit, just like we were doing earlier, but as long as the ball doesn't actually interact with it, we're fine. Looks like I need to recalibrate the energy flow. My goal is to rotate the mirrors so that the light beam is targeted at Whiteforge and the dark beam is grounded. You can rotate the mirrors. It's your usual laser mirror bouncing puzzle. It'll let me just do that one. Like I said, super baby steps tutorial mode. Let's see here. I just need to set the frequency and... Okay, that should do it. Hello? Whiteforge HQ, this is Aliph. Technician 603A on the line, can you hear me?
03A, what's happening out there? Where is Technician 18C? We lost radio contact with your suits.
Cassidy is dead. There was a freak accident with some lightning and... I don't know how to get her out. I had to leave her at the bottom of a pit.
Are you injured, Technician?
No, I think I'm fine.
Good. We'll see you back in Whiteforge soon. Then for your debriefing. The crew will be sent to retrieve Cassidy's body.
Oh... Okay, bye-bye. Well, that's that, I guess. It's time to head home. And this is gonna be the little overmap area, which is super cute, and I kinda love it. Like in this case, go to New World, hit the button to travel there. There you go. Please note, if you ever forget where to go, check the journal. It's available in the menu. Whiteforge is pretty close to Feyroge. I just gotta follow the road south of here. So this was Feyroge, whatever. That's where we were at. So we just gotta follow the road south. Hang on down. A nice little walk. Can we actually go over here or anything? No. Looks like we gotta take a long road over there. Can inspect signs and whatnot, I believe. No? Alright. We're doing that thing where we're not following the road, which is pointless. There we go. Whiteforge. Grand city of light energy. The rest of the day was a blur. Ah, fancy trains. I love me some fancy ass trains. I was debriefed in the Capitol building, the site of a bunch of government and administrative offices. Most people call it the Lighthouse. It's technically my work HQ, though my job is mainly out in the field. They offered to throw out the shield for me, but for some reason I wanted to take it home. With me. I guess it feels like an old friend now, after having it for 5 minutes. I went home, ate some noodles. I'm tired, but not sleepy. Heard there was a funeral for Cassidy scheduled this weekend. I didn't really know her. Today was the first time we'd worked together. But I want to go. Anyways, good night, journal. Three days later. Cassidy loved the earth, the soil. Sometimes even after working. All day as a power plant tech, she'd come home and work in the garden. Most of you have had a bunch of her vegetables and herbs. It was her special place. So, in a way, it feels right returning her to that place now. Returning her to the moss, the dirt, and the bugs that she called her friends. Knowing that this is where she wanted to end up, as part of the earth, as part of everything. And she's part of us too. She lives on in the way she affected us, and in the ways we go on to affect others, an ever-expanding ripple across time. Even after her conscious memory has faded from the earth. After the funeral. It's a shame, it really is. I always thought Cassidy was pushing herself too hard. Didn't think it would end this way. Cassidy didn't do anything wrong. Nobody could have seen it coming. Yeah, of course you're right. Did you really see it happen? No. Well, everyone makes mistakes is all I'm saying. It's scary, yeah? It could have happened to any of us, especially could have happened to you, Aliph. Cassidy was a very good technician, you know. Feels like the world is just getting more and more dangerous. Might just be my imagination, you know, but it feels like kind of morbid, all that stuff about getting eaten by bugs. I guess that's what these people think about. Oh, Technician 038, Mayor Biggs has asked to see you when you're finished here. I'll take you to him. Oh, the mayor? He wants to see me, why? A government business. Are you ready to go? Not yet. No, I want to pay my respects to Cassidy. Okay, let me know when you're ready. I guess we should actually press E to pay respects. Hi Cassidy, I'm sorry. Still can't believe what happened, you know, it was all so random. You didn't deserve it, of course you didn't deserve it. You know what, at first I was a little scared of you, but... Hey, Aliph, right? Yeah, you're Yara. That was a beautiful speech about Cassidy. That city suit is waiting for you, right? You better go. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'd better go. I'm sorry about your loss. Booyah! Sorry, that was inappropriate. Are you ready to go? Yeah, I'm good. All right, follow me. I wonder, was Yara angry with me? I mean, I don't know who Cassidy was to this Yara, but it's so easy to cast blame on anyone else. So I can totally understand how someone could be a little bit angry about whatever may have happened. You would want to blame somebody, right? Mr. Mayor, Technician 03A is here to see you. Oh yes, of course. Bring her in. Mr. Mayor, hello, I mean, greetings, sir. I'm Aliph for Technician 03A. Aliph, please, call me Richard. Thanks so much for coming. Oh, okay, of course. What can I do for you? Well, Aliph, I've been informed about the way you handled yourself down at Fey Rogue, and I have to say I'm impressed. You showed some real remarkable ingenuity in the face of some very tragic circumstances. And on your first mission, no less. Thank you. I just want you to know that I'm rooting for you, Aliph. And if there's anything you need, you can come talk to me at any time. I'm your friend, okay? Oh, okay. Great. I'm glad you feel the same way. What a great moment. Can we get a shot of this, Hastings? Click. Thank you so much, Hastings. Now I'm gonna level with you, Aliph, because we're friends now. Level with me? I didn't ask you here today just to snap some wicked selfies. The truth is, Aliph, I have a much graver purpose. There have been some disturbances lately near a few of our plants. The plant that you fixed at Fey Rogue was actually only one of several plants that have been disrupted recently. It's really quite strange. In all the years that they've been active, we've never had so many problems all at once. Come over here to the map. This is Restview Beach. Over here is Dream Dram Canyon. And this is the Boreas Heights. After you see your spectacular performance in Fey Rogue, Aliph, I have high hopes for you. Feel free to pick one of these to go to. If you're not sure where to go first, the Restview Beach power plant is currently the most stable out of the three, and thus less dangerous. Anyways, wherever you decide on, we'll send the other technicians to the other areas. Technicians Lopez and Paxton? Oh, yeah, them, Aliph. Your primary goal is, of course, to fix these plants. We need a constant supply of light energy to keep the infrastructure of the city running smoothly. But also keep an eye out for anything strange that might be related to the malfunctions. As I've said, nothing like this has ever happened. Any hints that you can provide will help our experts figure out what's going on here. Yeah, of course, I'll be looking. Good. You'll have the rest of the weekend off, and of course, you need your rest. Don't worry about the city. We have 3 other perfectly functioning plants providing energy now. Come back to the lighthouse on Monday, though, and we'll get you set up with a new energy suit. Yes, sir. It's been a real pleasure. Oh, and Aliph. Yeah? Keep this to yourself, won't you? Some citizens might find this news alarming, even though, as I said, we have plenty of fully functional power plants keeping our city afloat. Wouldn't want to cause any unnecessary panic, right? Oh, shit, yeah, of course. Atta gal, I'm counting on you, Aliph. See you soon. Yeah, see you later. So as you can see, this is a real up-and-up guy. And they say I'm out of touch with the Constitutes. That went well, didn't it, Hastings? Yes, sir. It went well. That was interesting. I feel like I'm being singled out. Maybe he has that talk with everyone, or maybe these power plants malfunctions really are a big deal. Big enough to shake up the procedures. It's almost like an organized attack, but I don't think there are any other cities in the world big enough to make war on Whiteforge. Also, the game audio got really loud. Anyway, I guess I have the rest of the weekend to myself. I should try to get to know the city a bit. Let's see here. According to this info pamphlet, right now I'm in the Apex district. An interconnected series of elevated platforms and towers made possible by technological advancements harnessing the power of light energy. Nowhere is this power more apparent than the famous Sunray Spire. The greatest feat of human ingenuity in the known world. Literally reading off a pamphlet here, alright. Whoa, such spire. Much lights. Woo! That's some strong wording, but it's hard to argue that. They're overstating things. It really does feel like a portal to the future. It's breathtaking. But the Apex District is usually just a fraction of Whiteforge as a whole. Ground level Whiteforge still houses the majority of the pop, including me. Speaking of which, I need to remember to take the line down to the city entrance and then take the ground line to the park, the neighborhood, my apartments, and that's a lot of transit, my dude. But yeah, kind of a little overworld thing. We can just go here, take the transit. Oh, apparently we can sit. There we go. A fancy station on the Apex line. Where should I go? Girl, you're going to the city entrance. You're leaving. Same thing. I'm assuming down here we go to the save point, to the crappy, slummy transport areas down here. Grand lines, where to? This part you're gonna go to Merrick's Park. Because this is the part that surprised me. There's just a lot more stuff than I expected. And of course, this is Yara's house. I should probably give her some space. Ooh, definitely give her some space, girl. And we find ourselves back home. Hi, journal. What a bizarre day. When you move to a new city and start a new life, you expect to shake things up, but there's a lot more happening than I expected. Is it awful that Cassidy's death has kind of been pushed to the back of my mind? Yes it is. I mean, the funeral was just today, but I don't really know what to feel about it. I hardly knew her. It's almost like the most I can feel is guilty. Guilty that I, some stranger, was the last person she got to be with, to talk to. Anyway, my guilt doesn't really matter. In fact, I don't matter in this situation at all. Which, strangely enough, seems to be the opposite of what the mayor's thinking. Somehow he's got it in his head that I'm a hero for all this. Apparently he's pinned all these hopes and dreams on me, even though I just started. Don't know. This is just a lot to think about. And 2 days later. But regardless of 2 days later, I feel like this is definitely good enough, especially for a first look. So, at the moment, I don't know how I feel about the game. I feel like the story itself could build somewhere really cool. I feel like, especially with a bit more character interaction, you could get some really interesting characters from this world. But for me, as much as I love a good story, I need more gameplay, because even, again, like I was playing the missions where you just got to play the actual factory levels. And the other ones that I have played, it didn't really get much more challenging. And of course, I haven't gotten to the late game or anything, but if it's just kind of a A to B platformer without any challenge, it's just a fancy walking simulator, and that's totally fine. I've played quite a few of those, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I might keep playing it. Don't know if I'll do it on the channel, but it's definitely an interesting game. It's one of those games, though, I feel like you really have to be in it for the story, more so than anything else. But yeah, that's going to wrap up our first look of, well, Even the Ocean. So for now, I'm Dr. Ette. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, if you like it, you like it. If you want to comment, tell me what you like about this game. Tell me what you don't like. Are you excited for it? Is there really anticipation going on? But for now, that's going to be it. So bye for now, everybody.